we have as our guest joining us via Skype, Amy Schuiteboer, a school improvement specialist at Salem High School in Virginia Beach, Virginia. And she's been working with students with disabilities for more than 25 years. And students with special needs at Salem High School receive hands-on instruction to gain critical work and life skills that help them to become gainfully employed and live independently after graduation. Welcome to the show, Amy.
Thank you so much.
We're thrilled to have you here. This is a really exciting idea that you guys have. How are you guys breaking the cycle of unemployment?
Well, you know, the national longitudinal study showed us that our students were leaving us and going home and basically sitting on the couch. And so we work very hard to put in place a program where we're teaching students life skills and job skills. We're fortunate in our division to have resources that allow us to actually take the children then out into the community and give them hands-on experience in the community, working in businesses within their own neighborhood. Due to transportation issues, you know, we found that the kids might be able to get a job, but then weren't able to keep the job because they couldn't get there. So we took all of those things into consideration, built some relationships, and we're just making it happen.
And so you're taking them out to areas in their neighborhoods to learn skills? Yes. Okay.
Yes, so we're teaching the skills in the classroom. Once the children get comfortable and are a little bit older, we don't take freshmen out typically, we wait till they're sophomores or juniors, place them into businesses within their own community and put them to work. Non-paid employment situations though, because it's a classroom that's just been moved into the community.
Okay.
And then you've seen tremendous results from this, right? This isn't just a concept. You have real data to show that it's working.
We do. Our students are then offered employment a lot of times. We actually have one student right now who's up for an award at the hotel where he works at, where it could be a national recognition.
How exciting.
Yes. And he's enjoyed it so much. He applies part of those skills here in school through our coffee shop that we have on site. He's working with a catering class, and then in the community. And he's going to leave us this year 4, instead of staying with us for an extended period of time because he's got a job.
Right.
Amazing.
That's the point.
I want to know,
Yes.
Amy, you know, it seems like there's several different groups here that this impacts, right? So first I'd like to know, what difference do you see in the students? Then I want to talk about what are you hearing from the parents? And then what are you hearing from the community?
Okay. So, you know, as we all know, our students with cognitive disabilities struggle in school. And, you know, with us putting reading, writing, and math and those sorts of content things in front of them, they're always going to struggle with it. So the most exciting thing is to see these students interacting with the larger population at school, because we're getting them out of their traditional classroom, and having them experience success for sometimes the first time in their educational career. So it's super, super exciting to see them be able to do that. And then from a parent perspective, you know, sometimes it's discouraging as a parent of a student who struggles to know what they're going to do later on. And am I, as the parent, going to be responsible, more responsible for this child than I would one of my other children? And so again, to see that success and to feel that success and to know that their student is going to be making their own money, maybe not enough to live on their own, but to contribute to the household, is again just really exciting and rewarding for all of us involved. From the community perspective, we have businesses that come to us and explain that some of our students are the best workers they have. They show up every day, they'll do whatever's asked, they're dressed the way they need to be dressed without question. You know, they're not questioning dress code or what the business requires that way. And they're some of the most loyal employees that these businesses have seen. The other advantage with us teaching what we do at school is that the businesses require less time and resources in training these students. So again, it's a win-win for everybody.
Now, are you working with all levels of ASD, or is this just higher functioning kids?
No, not just higher functioning students. We're working with all levels, and granted, where they're placed in the community may differ, based on their abilities. But we're not discounting any student based on the difficulties they have. We're looking at their strengths and on strengths.
Okay. We're having a little bit of an issue
Yeah.
with Skype, but I think we got the main thing there. Amy, I'm wondering, for people who are watching this and they're not in the Virginia Beach area and they're going, why doesn't my child's school have this? Are you looking at creating a roadmap for other schools to follow in your footsteps?
I suppose we could.
Well, Amy, I think you should.
I don't mind setting an example, certainly, and being whatever kind of resource we can. We've spent a lot of years tweaking this program and making sure that we're doing what's right by our kids. I think we do a good job,
Mm-hmm.
and our results show that. So in education, it's always borrow from others, right?
Right. Well, I think you need to put together a workbook. But
Yeah.
but in the meantime, if there's a school or somebody who's watching this and says we'd like to do this, would you be willing to mentor somebody through their first year of this?
I'm always willing to work with others and to help out. It's the right thing to do.
Okay.
I love that.
So you're at
To do what's
Salem,
right by kids.
and once again, you're at Salem High School in Virginia Beach, Virginia.
That's correct.
And so if somebody wants to get in touch with you, that's where they should get in touch with you.
That works.
I
Okay.
just want to thank you. It's people like you who make a difference in our kids' lives. I had to write a letter. I'm going to get emotional, but I had to write a letter for end of school year to one of my son's teachers. And I said, we can all look back and see one teacher that really made a difference, that changed our lives. And I said, I know for a fact that this teacher will have been that teacher
Really?
for my son. And I think that you probably are that person for so many people at your school.
Thank you. That means a lot.
It does. It means a lot because you're changing those lives. So thank you for doing the work that you're doing. I hope a flood of people call and write you and say you better write a book.
Okay.
And will you come back when you have the book together, Amy?
Sure.
Okay, great.
And you had plans for this summer, and now I just put that on you.